As you can see, he doesn't serve quite as fast as Waters. Okay, I really like this point. A lot of stuff to see. Okay, so Bright has now run way off the court. And her teammate, Waters, is watching but has not moved over here. So either they've worked on this, they just know, hey, if you're running around your forehand, and once again, we talked about this, if you are a right-handed player, I'm drawing the box right here. This is for the box over here. And the ball, we're going to back this frame up so we can see where the ball bounced. And the ball bounces. It bounces right in that box. I know that it's kind of blocked by Kovalova. But if the ball bounces in that box and you're running around it, do not speed up that ball. Drop that ball. Okay? And as we've talked about, she's dropping it to the person who received the serve to give her more space and more time to have a bigger window of where she can hit that ball. So she goes cross court. I'm going to erase my box here. I think we all got the point of that. Do not speed up that ball. And she drops in there, and she has to impact that ball below the net. In my opinion, I know it's hard to see, but I believe from the swing and the trajectory of that ball going up, she impacted this ball below the net and decided to speed it up right into Waters, which was a mistake. So either she maybe mishit it. It does look like it was very intentional to try and speed it up into Waters. I don't think that was the right call there. And Waters doesn't, takes a lot off of it, goes 100% into spin, and just puts it back. And she believes the ball is going to go out, but with that amount of spin, clearly in. So the mistake is, once again, I wish we had the side camera angle on this, but going here and deciding to try and speed up a ball that is below the net at impact, you can never hit it as hard as you think you're hitting it because you're having to put enough spin on the ball for it to get back down, or the other team will just hit it out. I don't believe that that ball was going to go long when Smith impacted it. Yeah, it's just a really slow ball going at Waters, and she can decide to do whatever she wants to do with it, and makes a great shot. So, tough one right there. Mental errors losing you points. Okay, here's a better camera angle on it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we have just enough to be able to see it. So, yeah, clearly hits the ball, impacts the ball below the net. Ball has to immediately rise to get back over it, and therefore that ball is moving really slow, and so that's the decision. Okay, so I'm going to use this as a great example because we had some comments in some of our videos regarding like the red, green zone. So your knee down is the red light, as people say, green light balls, yellow light balls, green light balls, all those. And then from your shoulder down, most of the time, that is a yellow ball. Now, you can still speed up a yellow ball, but you're taking a risk, right? So this whole area of impact is yellow. And as you can see, for most people, how they stand, that means it's basically at net level or slightly above. And then, unfortunately for our system, I have to use blue instead of green. But anything up here, green ball, you're hitting directly down on that ball. And so the ball can go at max speed because you're hitting it down. You're not going to miss the court. With the yellow balls, when you are having to hit up on them, so we're impacting the ball right here, and that ball has to come up, over, and back down into a court that's obviously not as big as a tennis court, you can't get as much power on that ball, and therefore when it goes over your opponent, it is moving slower. And so that's why we say you can do it, but you're taking a risk. And when you take a risk, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And right there, it definitely didn't. Okay, let's move on to the next point.